transition. We never switch and peep the acquisition, no omission. Your lyrics dry it in the prepare for collision. Then the satellite that's on an orbiting mission.
I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget, we on a mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in the kitchen. I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget, we on a mission. I remember.
It's a building that's meant so much to the city of New Orleans and all of its residents over the years. And our coverage of the NFL has brought us to it, Caesars Superdome. The season's still just getting started. We're off in week 3. Return starts at the 9. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Right up the gut. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. They're throwing it. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First and 10 from the 41. Here's a give up the middle. Escapes a defender. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Dukes out a one-stop. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets this one down to the 30-yard line. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
From the 30 on second down. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Putting a receiver in motion. Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Back to throw, needing a first. Oh, it's the screen. Pass complete. He's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone. The right call came in at the right time. Give him 9 yards and a successful conversion on 4th.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support. Not many corners can make that stop.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. All right, here we go. 2nd down. And he sent a man in motion. Here's 2nd and 11. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. So we start our game off with a touchdown, Brock, but not on the side of the scoreboard that we were expecting.
Yeah, first drive on defense, the goal is to get off the field. Maybe even flip the field with field position. But to score points yourself, that's not something they honestly considered too much. That is until he started that return, baby. And they saw things lining up perfectly for it to happen.
That one right down the middle. And the Saints will jump out to a 7-0 lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. He'll begin his return from the 11. They track him down, but a nice return in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And that gives the Lions the first.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Down the sideline into the red zone. He will go! Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions reach pay dirt for the first time this game. He saw that running lane pretty early. You could tell a quick burst got him to it, through it, and then into a foot race down the field.
And there's the challenge defensively. With a group that has this much speed and athleticism, you're late for just a second. You lose your eyes for just a second, Kate, and he is gone once he touched the second level.
That one splits the uprights. And the Lions tie this game 7-7. On now is York to kick this one away. This will end up as a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
We spend so much time talking about an offense and how they script their first 15 plays typically. But how about that defensive coordinator, that head coach? Heck, every player on that sidelines, you couldn't script it any better. Well, other than maybe taking the ball away, creating a negative play, creating a sack, creating an offense now behind the chains, that's exactly how you're looking to start.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Connects on the crosser. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
1st and 10 from the 41. Looking for a throw here. Hits his running back. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Brian Branch getting there for the tackle.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second down now, 7 to go. Back gets the handoff. And he drives it up past the 45. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to leave him with 3rd and 3.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
That's the end
of the first quarter. With the score.
We're back for the second quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They'll have it 3rd and 3. Legette's got it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's good for a New Orleans first down. Now their opening drive certainly going according to plan, Bronk. It's a new set of downs at the 27. They go play action on first. He's on the move. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Aleem McNeil in on the tackle.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They've got a man in motion. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. They're down to their final one in this half. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They'll try and throw it here. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. Well, you don't like to see the fumble, but hey, at least they were able to be the ones to recover it, and they keep possession.
Yeah, and I think the key there was to stay calm through the chaos. Cooler heads prevailed and got him the ball back.
So a crisis averted a moment ago, but their reward, a really tough 3rd down here. Throwing from the gun here. He's taking a shot towards the end zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make an impact later.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. Returning in from the 16. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Pass play now. Chased out to his right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. A timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their 3rd. And we'll see how this plays out the rest of this half with none remaining. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Dropping back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. He's got the 1st down grab and still going. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. All right, so they like the results on the field, and they're going to decline this penalty. Oh, an exceptionally painful penalty as it sets up 1st and 10 now inside the red zone. Williams with a quick pass out wide. Has some room to work. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. He'll try to do it himself. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Lions take a 2nd quarter lead. The fact that they pulled that out on a 1st and goal, Brock, didn't wait for a later down. Gotta imagine that played a part in its success, don't you?
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. It sure did, and I would have loved to seen those eyes in the huddle, right? When you call QB sneak and you look at those guys in the huddle, the big guys in particular, many times they will tell you with their body language, we're ready to go, and that group certainly was.
Now he's York to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. That one's complete, right side. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
Well, that right there, Kate, that is the epitome of trust. And trust in your big physical tight end. Throwing his way into double coverage. You may question the decision when the ball leaves his hands, but it's tough to question when it produces results like that.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. The give now out of the shotgun. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Now looking to throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. Give him 32 on that play. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So we're at the 2-minute warning here from the Superdome. The Saints looking for a score before halftime. They'll come up 1st and 10. They'll run here from the gun. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Jaden Hicks there on the tackle. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. He's dropping back to throw. This is reeled in by Leggett. And that will not be enough for a first down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. He's going to throw this one. That's caught for the first. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints get some late points and the lead. Xavier Leggett with the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Saints push their lead to 3. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. Short kick here, fielded at the 15. And this drive will start inside the 25. They'll get this drive started, 1st and 10. Williams coming in motion right. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. Brought in inside the 20. There it is, touchdown Detroit. The Lions get some late points and the lead. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Now it's York to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. Throwing it to start this drive. That's complete till he gets. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. The Saints calling for a timeout, so they're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. Play action on first down. He's throwing deep to the left side. They connect on the deep shot. Touchdown, New Orleans. They'll try this extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Saints push their lead to 3. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. He'll take this at the 10. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half. They kick the running back in motion. Throwing from the gun. This is brought in along the sideline. High degree of difficulty for a short gain. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. They'll run here on first down. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Motioning the tight end now. Second and 10 now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go out of bounds close to that 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
First down, ball at the 36. Man in motion here. On first down, they'll run. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
2nd and 6 now. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Here's a throw. It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down. Now we'll have a field goal try coming up for the Saints. A 49-yarder in front of him here. The 12-year vet strikes true. And that'll double their lead to 6.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2-for-2 for this kicker.
On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. Return coming from the 6. Breaks the tackle, still going. And they've got a long field ahead, Brock. Got to him early on the return and laid a big hit on it. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They're going play action. It's taken in by Williams. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Only took him one play, partner, and they've already made it to that 40-yard line. Running back sent in motion left. The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call is going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. So they should be a little prompter in snapping this, you'd hope, Brock, after that delay of game. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Trying again, following the set. He's got a man left. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
This really isn't a route designed for a lot of yards, Kate. You're just trying to get a small handful and move on to the next down. Stay in rhythm. But anytime you can work some magic after the catch and stretch it out, those are welcome bonus yards.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Back to throw now. Finds his man over the middle. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Plowing up the middle. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. They pitch it out to him here. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the second level. Well, someone from the second level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Back to throw. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's Lions ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach.
Lions 21.
they'll come up 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake here. Buys time, rolling right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time in secondary, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throwaway.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Setting up a throw. He beams one. Deep right up. And oh, he got it. Interception. And the Saints take over on his 5th interception of the season.
Red zone defense, it is a part of the practice week at least twice, Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays, because it's all about protecting in the red zone. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away. That is a gold star effort by the defense.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. On the move, headed right. And not a great choice on 1st down. It's incomplete, nearly intercepted, actually, so 2nd down coming up.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. They go play action here. Into the hands of Olave. It's a race down the right side. Chris Olave. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints making a 2-possession game here in the 4th. Chris Olave with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Now they'll try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Saints bump the lead up to 13 points. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. Very short kick taken at the 19. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped.
At their own 30-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Big gain downfield. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions now within 1 score in the 4th. That is as efficient as an offense can be. 1 play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they had prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call a different one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch him sleeping to start that drive.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. And he won't opt to bring this one out. He's content to keep it in the end zone and start their drive at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. He put some juice on it deep. They did it! He made the interception! Brian Branch has it! And the Lions have some new life in the 4th! I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. In the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Pass play coming here. Has it downfield, working the left. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
He's tackled after gaining a handful. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
From the 36. Setting up the running back screen. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
He'll throw it. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. We'll see how judicious they choose to be with that final timeout. Fourth and 3, drive on the line. Looking to throw. That's cut beyond the marker. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. How about 19 yards on 4th down, and the call to go for it pays off considerably.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
force a small loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Forced out to his right. He finds his running back. Nice work, complete. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. Lions trail by 6. First and goal, they've got 4 chances to tie this one up. They'll try and punch it in. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running. Williams with a quick pass out wide. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on third down. They'll motion him out of the backfield. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Jesse Bates in to pick it off.
I know exactly what the quarterback was envisioning when he let that one go. Touchdown, baby. Not long after, I know exactly what he was thinking. Oh, no! Give me that one back! Because the coverage baited him perfectly into that throw, and even more so, picked it off.
They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Here's a handoff up the gut. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. The Saints in victory formation, content to just knee this out.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
Likely going to see him take a knee here. Force him to burn a timeout, conserve a little of that clock. So it's a win for the Saints. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths. Because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? Both.
All of us. Yeah, all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.
And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. It's a win for the Saints as we say so long from New Orleans.